My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire Downfall. Slay the Spire Downfall has a new character, as is currently shown on the screen. That looks a little like a fat gremlin, don't it? I wonder what it's trying to tell us. Ready? Let me turn that part off. You unlock it by completing a run with your automaton, so I literally just loaded into a run and then pressed exit. You and I, at this point, have now seen the same amount about the Gremlins. I've made sure to stay as unspoiled as is humanly possible. Gremlins. Good lord, they have 16 max HP. There they are. A chaotic mob of Spire denizens banded together in search of food and treasure. Mob leader's staff, at the start of each combat, gain an energy, draw a card, and swap to the next Gremlin. Swap being a keyword there. There's 4 unlocks remaining, and then Gremlin art mode. Gremlins invade the card frames. Only impacts aesthetics. Might make finding synergies easier. Let's turn that on and see what that's all about. Actually, no, I'll turn it off for this episode and then turn it on next episode so that we can see the differential. That art is incredible. Freshbone, you've done it again. Let's launch in. Alright, so I am just the fat gremlin at this point. Rice servant, choose. All gremlins lose 1 max HP? Hang on. Am I playing 4 characters at once? Gain 250 souls for it. I am so not used to trying to descend. Alright. Let's, I don't really want to barrel down the line of a bunch of elites. But I kind of really want to barrel down the line of a bunch of elites. I mean, you know. Obviously, don't trade the starting relic here. It seems like it's going to be important. Fine. Let's sack that max HP. Have a look at our base deck. 4 copies of Strike, 4 copies of Defend. Tag Team. Swap to a living gremlin of your choice. So gremlins can die without you losing. The upgrade here is to retain. Swaps keyword. Switch places with another character. Does nothing if there's no valid target. And then there's Gremlin Dance. Has a bonus effect based on which gremlin you are. So if we are the shielding gremlin, 6 damage, 6 block. Attack does not consume Whiz. Whiz is a keyword that I've not seen. But there's an AoE hit. There's a losing strength this turn hit. There's a drawing hit. You can see them all there over on the side of the screen. All right. Ooh, although I haven't had a look at the upgrade for this, just turns it to 9 damage. I imagine it's just 9 damage on all of the rest of the alternatives there as well then. Okay. Well. Not knowing the value of the things to upgrade, I'm going to take the ruby key early on here. Get myself a point of strength. Later. Gouged and trampled by a horned beast. We are on Ascension 0, so if I'm going to do it ever, I'll do it now. Decker's Washes. At the start of combat, draw 3 additional cards and add a daze to the draw pile. I do not need to even continue there. Thank you muchly. Right. Okay. That's going to be a problem. I'm going to need to change the size of my head a little bit here. How about that? Because all these gremlins behind us have their own HV bars. So the Sneaky Gremlin, whenever you play an attack, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. The Shield Gremlin, whenever you play a skill, gain 2 block. Mag Gremlin, gain 2 temporary strength when attacked. Wizard Gremlin, gain 1 whiz. Still doesn't explain what whiz is, but I imagine it is charging up the giant attack. And then Fat Gremlin, whenever you play an attack, apply 1 weak to all targets. What I'm also going to take the opportunity here to do is just quickly, thank you by the way to JohnnyDevo who made these this UI slider mod for the Take a Peek series. And I'll use it to move them up there. Take a Peek series, sorry, the Ladder Streak series, the Spy with Friends series. I'll move them up there. Give myself a naturalistic location. All right. So I can do AoE with the Gremlin Dance if I go to swap to Mad Gremlin. Gremlin Dance does AoE damage. 2 more strikes kills the backline. Yeah, that's it. All I can get done that turn. Now, if I tag team back to Sneaky Gremlin, this attack goes through, and then I hit you for more damage because of the passive effect of Sneaky Gremlin. Okay, so the Gremlin that is out front has a passive effect that is triggered on a certain conditional or triggers a certain conditional. And that is to say the whiz, which I'm assuming is some sort of a trigger after this point. And you have the ability to swap between them. They each have their own independent health pools. They don't need to all be alive. Flex, gain 2 temporary strength, upgrades to 4 temporary strength. Straight up flex, that is flex, the card flex. Pin Needle. Deal 6 damage, shuffle 2 pinpricks into your draw pile. Upgrades to deal 11 and upgrade the pinpricks. Pinprick by base is a 0 cost, deal 1 damage, draw a card, exhaust. So a good way to trigger the effects of the gremlin that is active. Upgrading this gets, whenever you draw this card, add an echo of it to your hand. Whoa. That just seems efficient. Deal 7 damage. If the enemy has a debuff, gain temporary HP. I'll take a Pin Needle there, just because it seems particularly good opener. I have a guaranteed shop later on. Does this make me veer off path? Do I want to take the Curse of Doubt? I think I'll disagree on that one. Dang. Gave up some value. There's the Pin Needle I was hoping for. Wait a second, but it's swapped to Shield Gremlin. I'm going to tag team to get back to the Sneaky Gremlin, thank you. Use the Pin Needle and then draw 2 cards. Didn't manage to immediately draw into a Pin Needle. Or Pinprick, rather. Did thereafter, though. I feel pretty powerful. Bulk up. Gain 5 temporary HP. Swap to the Fat Gremlin, specifically. There's also Gremlin arms here at a random... A random assortment of 2 shifts and warts in your hand. So currently I'm looking down the barrel of being kind of like a combo caster of a kind. Irritability, gain 6 block, gain 3 temporary thorns, and swap to the Mad Gremlin. Mad Gremlin is gain 2 temporary strength when attacked. 8 and 5 on the upgrade there. This doesn't block at all. Oh, but it adds it to the hand actively, and the wards could block? Okay.
Puny Grems give soul.
Make a choice. Puny Grems give soul. Start combat, enemy gains 3 strength or cower. Start combat, gain strength.
Can't make me cower.
Whenever you play a skill, gain a whiz. So this gives us a whiz, and then I'm going to swap to the Sneaky Gremlin for damage. What's a whiz? Charging up needs 2 more stacks. Okay, well, I'm not going to find out what a whiz is just yet. Ward, gain block. Let's get rid of that. I want attacks in the draw pile. Should have thrown that slash, probably. Strike, rather. Also, it's not going to be fast enough. I'm going to be playing attack, applying 1 weak to all targets. I just killed one of my gremlins. Yep. I just killed one of my gremlins. I'm not too happy about it. Weaken you there. Take exact damage. How do I get that gremlin back? I forgot that I don't have much HP, so of course this fight's going to be rough for us. Changer. Gain 8 block and 1 whiz. Ah, there we go. When you have all stacks of whiz, attacks will consume all stacks to deal 10 additional damage. Seems kind of minimal. Gremlin Toss. Deal damage equal to your current block and temporary HP. Upgrades to give you 4 temporary HP before doing so. Proper tools. Deal 6 damage to the enemy intends to attack. Add 3 walls to your hand. Otherwise, add 3 shifts to your hand. We'll take proper tools there. I'm still going down the line of this kind of combo caster situation. How do I get the fat gremlin back? It's not possible that I can't, right? It is very possible. Okay, how am I going to intend to defend this turn? Way to get a block. I want to get Pin Needle out there, and I want to get proper tools out there. If I do Gremlin Dance... Let's exhaust this card and see what we get first. Add an Echo of a random skill to your hand. Echoes are copies that exhaust Ethereal. It costs 1 less. Swap to the Gremlin Wizard. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Echo Sharpened Blades. Reduce the cost of all of your attacks in hand to 0 this turn. It's pretty good. Ward. Shadow Shiv. When you play an attack that doesn't exhaust, add a Shiv to your hand. Oh my gosh. This attack doesn't consume Whiz. I mean, all of the rest of them will, so let's get the attack that doesn't consume Whiz out. Love it. These pinpricks left in the deck as well are going to be particularly handy. Let's tag team ourselves to the sneaky gremlin, just for the sake of getting excess damage out of these. Ta-da. If you have more than... Sorry, if you have 3 or more whiz, steal 2 strength. Appealing. I'm just going to exhaust that card, though. Infinite Blocks was the card we just saw there. Every time you play 7 attacks, gain an artifact. Infinite Blocks at the start of your turn. Add a ward to your hand. Yeah, so it's just the version of Infinite Shivs of block. Temporary Strength. Attack him. Astound. Gain 3 block. If you have 3 or more whiz, add 2 wards to your hand. Okay, so stacking whiz above a certain point triggers the effects of other cards as well. Good. You'll love to see it. I mean, you intend to attack. Wait, which means I shouldn't do that. Pretaliation. Deal 22 damage to the enemy intends to attack, otherwise deal 7. There's also a toe stub here. Just cast the toe stub and get ourselves out of that fight. Fossilized Helix as well as a Pizzazz Potion. Gain 3 whiz. Target wounds. Deals 3 additional damage to weakened enemies. I lost the Fat Gremlin, so I don't know if I can ever even trigger that again. I'm keen on the proper tools. It is a trigger 3 times of the Dead Branch. Like, if I can find energy.
Well, good lord, if I can find energy.
Exhaust. Polish. Shivs deal 2 additional damage and wards grant 2 additional block. Nice. I'm going to go with the gremlin one there. Then you're not attacking, so proper tools. Shiv, shiv, shiv. Starting to repeatedly see the same cards. The ones that I have currently unlocked, naturally. Burly Blow. Yeah. Deals a hit for each stack of weakened on the enemy, but obviously we only had the one at the time. Whenever you play a card this turn, gain 2 block. Pretty good. Pretty good. We play a lot of 0-cost cards. Deal 7 if the enemy has a debuff. Gain temporary HP. I'm going to take the Bubble Barrier there. Get a Dex, send a Strength. I think so. And having a look at the Smith, This just upgrades the base damage of the proper tools. Not super keen on that. Pin Needle gets us more. Bubble Barrier being 0 cost, though. That's a huge upgrade right there. When do I get the when do I get the other Gremlin back? Just curious. Please. All right, Pin Needle. Fairy Dust. Add 2 towards your hand and draw 2 cards? Sure. Well, I should attack first, right? Why did it still draw 3? Oh, because that card exhausted, so it put a card... Yeah, that makes sense. Shankstone, unplayable. Whenever you draw this card, add 2 shivs to your hand. Patsy. Swap to the next Gremlin. Not gonna want Secret. Next time you would take damage, swap to the next Gremlin instead. It's becoming a little hard to actually deal damage to you. My hand has too much value. Cripple the enemy. Crippled enemies can no longer lose weak. At the end of their turn, they lose HP equal to their weak. Says exacerbate there. You also have Flip Out, deal 11 damage to all enemies. When you would gain block this turn, instead deal that much damage to all enemies. I think I can gain some more block before I try and do that. Now I could use Flip Out if I really wanted to, and I will. If I rest at a campsite, is that going to bring one back, or... I just need to know if they're gone eternally. Because if they are, then I'm fine with it. I just need to know. Resto, again, whiz. Pinprick, nice. You can get that as a base card? Huh? Twist the knife, add a shift to the hand, sure. Let's go with that. Arms theft, steal 2 strength. What's the Gremlin? Don't need to do any of those. Edible armor, convert your block into temporary HP. Ooh, convert your block into temporary HP and it does exhaust? Ooh. What powerful cards. Bubble barrier rather again. Stupend is 6 and 6, but the block gain is affected by Wiz. We've also got Irksome Blow here. Deals 1 damage. Irksome Blow is affected by Strength 4 times. Upgrades to be 6 times. Stupend's 8 and 8, and then Bubble Barrier we've seen prior. Look, I would love to gain Strength. It would justify a lot of what we're doing. But I think this is a really good way to guarantee my defense as well. Okay. Second Volley. Oh my god. Deal 6 damage. Add a shiv to hand for each card played this turn. I'm gonna need some way to get value out of all of the cards, because unless it keeps generating 0 cost cards, we're a lot. Second Volley in like a removal. I feel like we're invariably taking a removal. Let's take the second Volley as well. I just want to see it go. Upgraded shiv for each card. Okay, that actually ends up being a pretty significant amount of damage. Looks like combo casting is definitely an archetype here as well. Okay. Let's tag team our way back to the sneaky Gremlin. The reason we are doing this is because we have 4 energy this turn. Yes. Okay, cool. Which means I'm gonna overfill by default, aren't I? Yeah, if I use the proper tools, I'm gonna overfill my hand. By the by, the shivs will do it anyway. Such a random Gremlin is the bottled dupe right there. Jeer, if they have a debuff, 2 negative. There's another Gremlin Arms. Kablamo. Deal 13 damage to all enemies. It does not consume Whiz. I'm kind of cool with where I am. I just want more. Full stop. Just more. Bubble barrier. Gain block and whiz. No. Got a bunch of shivs there. If the enemy intends to attack out towards your hand, no. Broken Shin. Apply agony for every stack, every 4 stacks of weak the enemy has. Agony is creatures in agony deal 80% less damage with attacks. Whew. The enemy is weak. Remove a stack and add 2 shivs to your hand. Yeah, I can't make him weak right now, but I'm trying. I'm not really trying that hard. Let's exhaust that. I'm not going to make him weak. Gain 3 whiz. When you consume whiz, deal 5 damage to all enemies. I should have taken that. Played it. All right, bubble barrier. Let's see. 3 additional damage to weakened enemies. Nope. All right, I can't defend this turn enough to keep the buffer, which means I am going to actually have to block this upcoming turn with intent. Let's swap to Sneaky. Use a flex. 2 strength on steel. Interesting. 3 shifts to hand with that. Whiz. 9 block, 8 block. There we go. I'll go with the responsible one. I'll actually defend. Gain 2 block for every card in hand at the start of the turn. Gain 1 whiz. No, let's just deal the strike at him. Then 1 more this turn for the kill. Rod of Bolstering Flame. The first time you play a power card in each combat. Gain 6 and 1 strength. 2 block for every card in hand. I mean, look, our hand is mostly full at almost all times. But the problem is, like, the maximally useful version of this. Actually, no, we have decks, right? So this is actually 3 block for every card in hand. So it actually is back above the power curve there. No, it's not affected by decks. Okay. So it's closer to Spirit Shield then. Swap ourselves back out to the sneaky gremlin. Overflowing with way too much value there. Honestly, if I just had bubble barriers and proper tools, like, it'd do it. This stack doesn't consume whiz. Yeah, but I don't really need you to be out front, do I? Follow through, gain a temporary strength. Sure. Don't have any whiz yet. Unfortunately, we are going to lose our buffer to that first hit. I should have been a bit more careful about that. It's quite readily filled. The incoming damage is 13. So Wizardry gets us our block as well as an extra point of strength. God, I wish I had 1 more energy. I really hope that I get a 4th energy after this boss. It's pretty desperately important, frankly. So what's the next gremlin? 2 temporary strength on attacks. Stab, stab, stab. Make 2 echoes of an attack in your hand. They cost 1 less. Uh-oh. Should play maybe that Gremlin dance first or something. How do I block against this hit? Just weaken the enemy, which is exactly what I'm incapable of doing. Perfect. So after random Gremlin, gain 3 whiz. Could throw out the defend, 14-14, not enough. Could throw out the show of hands. 22. We live on 1 HP. And even managed to block. Although we have a turn of vulnerability up now. There's that wallop. Thankfully, I'm pretty confident. Oh, yes, the enemy's attacking, of course. Let's do that, then swap to the shield gremlin, then ward, ward, ward. I just need to know if the fat gremlin comes back. It's the only thing I've been thinking about. Second mockery. Sorry, second volley. There's also mockery. Apply a weak if the enemy has 3 or more. Gain block. Please let me kill. Stop getting so blocked that I cannot murder. Kalamo doesn't follow that. Temporary strength. Okay. It's Patsy. Follow through. Second volley. Murder. Encore. Gain 3 whiz. Whenever you consume whiz, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Flip out. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. Whenever you would gain block this turn, instead deal that much damage to all enemies. Okay, that's actually really good. I have no other AoE sources in this deck right now. Well, not really. And then target wounds. I'm gonna take flip out. I'm mad, but I really... So I don't want to limit the amount of cards I can look at. But the thing is, I'm already looking at a bunch of cards with the Dead Branch, and I desperately need energy to actually be able to play them. I'm a combo caster. I have draw effects in the deck. I've got generation effects in the deck. It's busted ground. I wish I had a different energy relic instead, but it'll be fine. So I could pay for removal at one of these, but I wouldn't be able to pay for removal at both. Hang on. Fat Gremlin's there. Are you alive? If any Gremlins are dead, we'll resurrect one at random. 13 to all enemies. Proper tools increases to 10. Show of hands draws a card as well. Ball barrier becoming 0 cost is pretty big. Anything that allows us to cast more cards in a turn. Ah, okay, yes. So in between floors, the Gremlins do come back. Good to see. Good to see. Playing attack 3 damage to a random enemy. 1 weak to all targets is pretty good with the fat Gremlin out front right now. Mad Gremlin being out front actually, and then defending. Gain 10 temporary strength for the next turn. That sounds good to me. All right, Mad Gremlin. Why don't you get out there? Why don't you get out there? See what you're gonna do. All right, Gremlin arms. That'll do it. Gain 6 temporary strength. Love it. Now I just need to get cards out of hand without exhausting them so the second volley is working. Or at least has like space in the hand still to generate towards your hand. Draw 2 cards. Oh my god. That's enough. Should just continued attacking the midliner there. There's all our temporary strength. Let's use Bubble Barrier, then flip out, and then just keep gaining defense. Flip out kills all the enemies. Deal a damage.
Add 2 wards to your hand.
And is more defense. I'm a combo caster. What do you want me to do? Not combo cast? I wish I could turn that event off. Pin needle, flip out. Probably best served just going as much damage as I can get out here. Got the proper tools right there. Swap to a living gremlin of your choice. So I can't swap to a gremlin that I am, unfortunately. Bubble Barrier, give it a pinprick, whiz, add a bang to your next hand. Probably don't really care about that too much. Strike. Strike. Second volley. Get a bunch of cards. Strike. 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 Pinprick. I'm gonna need, what? Honestly, I'm gonna need fewer cards in the deck. If I just keep picking things, despite the fact that the deck is already performing well, I'm ultimately just going to harm myself. Rage Break, double your strength. Okay. Makeshift Armor is also pretty good with the 7 attacks giving 1 artifact. Erupt for some more temporary strength. Sure, might as well. Aggressive defensive. Whenever you gain block this turn, target enemy loses HP. I don't really gain much block this turn. Oh, no, I did gain some block this turn, of course, because of the bubble barrier. I forgot that I was going to have to fight you as well. Shiv to your hand, upgrades to upgrade the Shiv. No, that's not good enough. Not a good enough return rate. Cards with exhaust will instead discard 50% of the time. No, we cannot do that. Let's cut another base strike. Move onwards. Bubble barrier. I guess I should flip out earlier, sooner rather than later here. Get those pinpricks created. Proper tools too. Oh, Dead Branch is so powerful. Oh, pre-upgraded pin needle. All right. That'll get me to do it. Molotov is a bit slow with that 30 soul burn, so we'll take a attack card to be a little bit faster. Bob Barrier first seems good to me. I could stack a lot of weaken on the enemy right now. Right? It's whenever I play an attack, I apply 1 weak to all enemies. I'm not really defending. Too effectively, at least. Or maybe I am. Six for each stack of weakened. Well, let's swap to the sneaky gremlin out front. Second volley is already way too many cards. I need so much more energy to actually be able to play my whole hand. 4x2. Oh, bubble barrier for a little bit more defense there. Another bubble barrier. Blammo doesn't consume whiz. Enemy's going to be hitting mad thoughts. Oh, wait, but the mad gremlin goes out front, so we get the strength for the next turn. I like that. Let's use irritability and defend. Aim for ourselves some temporary strength this turn. There's the echoes of the pinpricks. There's also flip out there. So I'm looking for defense, I guess. Assaults. The enemy is weak. Remove a stack and add 2 shivs to hand. There's also a cat scratch for 7x3. Okay, you're extremely dead. Many times over. Omamori. Negate the next 2 curses. You obtain Gremlin in a jar. Resurrect a random gremlin at 50% of your max HP. Let's get rid of the bottled dupe and take Gremlin in a jar. Ta-da! Add a Akko of a random upgraded skill to your hand. It costs 1 less and swap to the Gremlin Wizard. No, I kind of have like a core already going on and it doesn't necessarily need that. Anything that gives us extra energy is good. Tag team retains. The upgraded pinpricks are so many more casts in the same turn. Encore, game 3 whiz, whenever you... Sure, I'll do that. Start dealing with 5 damage to all enemies. Proper tools here as well. Shiv, shiv, shiv. Oh, let me get accuracy. Let me get it. 1, 2, 3. Volley. Shiv. 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 All right. We're actually going to... Jokes. We lose buffer. Flurry. Heal 5 damage for each card play this turn. Come on. Can I have that? Can I have that in my deck, please? Let me save that one. Be looting all your souls. Too many. No, we've enough. Wow. Pinprick actually is a collectible card. Oh, God. Oh, I'm going to overfill my hands so many times. Like, I'm really tempted to just take Flex and Pinprick. I'm actually extremely tempted to take Flex because there's the Clockwork Souvenir. This upgraded Clockwork Souvenir, temporary strength, we just keep the 4. That's actually exceedingly good. That's a click the 2 things and be happy about what you just did, Raps. Good. We don't actually have powers in the base deck. We get powers from other effects. Mummified Hand is energy. Yeah, it's true. I think I should still focus on removing cards so that I can keep my other effects, my low-cost effects, denser in my deck. And this was the Wizard Staff. Wiz deals 7 additional damage. The pride and joy of every Gremlin Wizard. This staff is a frequent target of theft by rival mobs. Amongst Gremlin mobs, the one with the best horn maintains complete command over the troop, until another one manages to steal it. There's nothing else I was trying to go for here, right? No. Use all 5 Gremlin abilities 2 times. Ode to Grem. There's that over there as well. Cool. Don't need those. Just looking for a few more upgrades. Obviously the Flex. Oh my God. Can I kill you all this turn? Yeah. 1, 2. 3. 4. Whenever you apply weak, gain up to 1 whiz up to 3 times per turn. If you have 3 or more with Steel 2 Strength. No, I don't mind about that anymore. I'm also going to drop the Pizzazz Potion for an Energy Potion, which is just Don't Stop Not Stopping the card. Okay. So what's my best damage output here? Like putting the Sneaky Gremlin in front. Let's bulb the barrier. Switch to the next. Fetch a basic card. Zero this turn. Eh. Just keep playing the cards you'll let me play. Swap. Fetch a basic card. A basic card, right? Basic. So that's not common. Those are the cards that started in the deck. The basics. I really wish I just had more energy because after the deck, there it goes, you know? Fine. Pop a pin needle out there. Even a dazzle. Enemy cannot confuse us, courtesy of our clockwork algorithm. And yet it does not matter. It's just free cards. That's all it is for me right now. Yeah, I don't need to get the echo from it. Flip out, doing 13 in AoE by base. Okay, so I can't see the version upgraded there. Sure, I'm going to upgrade this and see if it upgrades the other effects differently. That's 22. We have now overwhelmed the block that the enemy needed. Offensive, add a Gremlin offensive to your hand. Oh. Oh, so it's just an exhaust card that exhausts consistently. Continuously was the word that my brain, I think, was trying to fish for there. So what's the next Gremlin? Get the Gremlin Wizard out there? No, I want the Mad Gremlin out front. You my temp strength. Then we get to swap to the Sneaky Gremlin. And then all these pinpricks just wear away at him. There's a big reason that I'm looking for zero-cost cards that don't exhaust, rather. Because I can play all of them, and then I can throw out my entire hand of second volleys and stuff like that. It's pretty good. It's just, I do need to get rid of Glimmer. 6 block. I don't actually overblock too much. I'm hesitating walking away from that, but I will. Oh. This one's good. Bubble barrier, flex. Ah, and that's triggers Whiz. Of course. Use the attack that doesn't consume Whiz. And then the one that does. Show of hands. Let's get some wards that I probably shouldn't have got. Erupt for 6 temporary strength. Whoa, deal 23 damage to all enemies? How about lethal? How about that? Nope. No kablamo for me. I'm afraid it's a kablamo for you, Ironclad. As soon as I'm fully defended, I'll throw out the flip out and continue going. If, of course, we're still going by that point. May not be. Okay, tag team. Tag team, eh? The enemy's not going to debuff me this turn, so I'm going to swap to the Sneaky Gremlin. If the enemy would have debuffed me this turn, then I would have swapped to the Mad Gremlin, because I want to get the Temporary Strength, but I don't want the Temporary Strength to remove my artifact. Although, it is also still possible that that happens, assuming this draws the Flex, and it does. Well, now I would want to swap back, but obviously I don't have the ability to. Glimmer for wards. But I've got the second volley I want to throw out afterwards. So. Actually, you know, I probably just don't use flip out here. Let's just defend, throw the second volley. Get him! Do you feel God? Sleeve of Aces. Add 1 Shiv to hand for each stack of Wiz you have. Related to Wiz. Let's do the 14 damage to all enemies. Pass. You may have summoned Fungus Among Us. However, it won't help. Exacerbate, cripples the enemy. Nope. Oh, Tiny House raises all of your gremlins max HP by 1. Intriguing. Slaver's Collar for extra energy. It's on a turn. Removing 2 cards from the deck. I mean, look. I could make the deck significantly more consistent just removing a strike and a defend right now. Honestly, it'd probably be more consistent if I removed a strike and a proper tools. It's a lot to have in the deck. Slaver's Collar is just so I can spend more energy. No, I think I will actually go with the removal. It's 1, 2. So I can have a 2 elite. Very little upgrade floor. Not super keen on it, but yeah, that's fine. It should be more than enough, to be fair. I don't think I really need better than that. 3 to your hand. Let's read that. Let's get the tag team retaining. Suspicious Merchant. Use souls for random colorless cards. Thing is, I don't even want to... But it's from Downfall, and it's a new thing. I don't know if I've seen this before. It looks suspiciously like 5 gremlins in a trench coat. All right, I have to invest fully into this and just see what's up. Flash of Steel's great. Panic Button, if I were in a high ascension, maybe. Secret Technicret. This could fish for flex. You cannot resist a sale, even from one as suspicious as the merchant. You make your purchase, but as soon as it is complete, your vendor bolts. In the distance, you can almost make out a faint yell of frustration, Blasted thieving gremlins! But I gave you souls. That's what you wanted, right? We're about to go to a merchant anyway. Let's go for a relic. Whetstone. Upgrade to random attacks upon pickup, upon pickup, upon pickup. Is not a anything. I'm going to take the Sapphire Key because this could easily be significantly better, and then I would feel sad. Membership card. Hurry up. Got to take that one. Polish is good. Don't get me wrong. But is it an extra energy? On the turn that I always will use that energy? I don't think so. I think I can get rid of Show of Hands there. The fact that it doesn't scale with Dex makes me significantly less excited about it. Okay. Bubble, flex. So I can't even swap my order yet. Let's leave bases. I just can't exhaust infinite cards here. I guess I can. Oh, but we gain whiz while we do that. Aggressive defense whenever you gain block this turn. Targeted enemy loses 3 HP. Steal all artifact. Steal all artifact. Love that. We're in the realm of infinite hand management issues. Deals 3 additional damage to weakened enemies. Sure. Use that and then buff ourselves. 1 stack for each stack of whiz we have. We've already expended our whiz. Glitter Guard, swaps to Shield Gremlin. Cat Scratch is pretty good right now. What with all the strength we've got. And keep getting. Here's where I have to learn how to defend. Enemy loses 2 strength this turn. Isn't going to be particularly good for us. I just realized. Do not worry, I did just realize. In case you're wondering what that realization was, well, I'm buffer, don't I? Yeah, seems a lot like we do. Let's swap the... It's not the Gremlin Wizard. Shield would be on skill. Let's go back to you. Pinprick, 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 pinprick. There's a flurry in there if I ever get to it. Did not get to it. Another energy potion, another proper tools. Take another energy potion. Pen nib, every time attack you please, will double damage. Quite happy to have it, frankly. Break the sapphire. Ah, right, of course. Oh, this is probably where I have to end up breaking my sapphire, though, because of that. I actually don't want this to exhaust. And it's exclusively so that I don't get another card in hand. Yeah, enough hand size issues as is. Let's get that sneaky gremlin. Aggressive defense. Maybe you gain block this turn. Not really going to be gaining block this turn, not much. Yeah. It's going to be difficult to gain that much block when you're dead. Rhythm! Swap to the next gremlin. Fetch a basic card from your draw pile. It costs 0 this turn. I'm cutting most of my basic cards from my draw pile is the problem, though. There's like 3 defense in there. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Running out of things worth upgrading. Give me money so I can buy the split. Otherwise, this is going to be awful. I cannot remove the target, or rather, I cannot move the target that I would like to be in the space to the front right now. Okay, I'll secret technique out the flex. Just for raw damage. Convert your block into temporary HP. Attack doesn't consume whiz. If you play a skill, gain whiz. Okay. Let's try and gain 3 whiz, use Gremlin Dance. Okay. And then let's remove you from the field with aggressive defense. Like, I can throw the second volley and then these shivs. Even astound at the very end, but ultimately we're just going to be playing all of the cards that we get in the draw pile here. Yeah, exactly. Pin him. Prepare him. Kill him. Incense burner, another ancient potion. Ancient potion's pretty good there. Gain 2 whiz. Upgraded bang into the next hand. I actually kind of like this, just because bang is 4 times damage and we are trying to gain our strength and stuff like that. It's also gaining whiz while I don't have the wizard out front. I'm going to get rid of Gremlin and John, take the ancient potion there. Alright. Thank heck. Oof. Would have been real awkward had we not been able to break that. Upgraded wards for a little bit more defensiveness, because that's one problem we have. Sustained fights are a little hard for us to defend effectively. Oh, so the Sapphire Heart's Blessing was split across all of our characters. Okay. Just taking a moment to analyze this battlefield. Got it. Now we use flip out and literally just cast cards until all the enemies are dead. Bye. Okay, okay, this is the ultimate test. Can we kill a transient?
Let's find out.
Bubble barrier into tag. Honestly, I could probably be any of those and it wouldn't make too much difference. Three or more whiz, steel, 2 strength. I do like steel and strength. 3 or more whiz. That's going to be hard to get. Because I've only got 2. The enemy is weak, gain 2 vulnerable. Oh, or apply 2 vulnerable. Bit hard for us to apply. I'm gonna stub your toe twice, literally just to get cards out of hand. Yeah, that's not really great scaling setup there on turn 1. Give us some time, though. Let's get that flex out. Hopefully put that in the new draw pile. Rhythm, get basic card. We may actually get to the new draw pile before we even have to use that. Gremlin toss is equal to current HP. Every time you play 7 attacks, gain an artifact. Very happy to have that. It's also our first power in play, so we got quite the effect out of it. Because it got the benefit of the Rod of Bolstering Flame, giving us 6 block and 1 strength. Aggressive. What if you can block this turn? Rhythm.
We're not really gonna gain block this turn, are we?
Mayhaps eventually. That's a secret technique. That would be gain block from those casts. Flip out, follow through. And rhythm, maybe even? I don't think we can kill this enemy anymore. I think that's...
Yeah. I think our killing days are in the past.
Love to see a flex though. Right. Glimmer, double up on those wards. Exacerbate Gremlins. This is 4 cards that are allowed to the hand at this point. Then we can actually play some of the cards, or maybe play some of the cards that get generated as a result. Fine, just gain some whiz then, I guess. 5 stacks of whiz. Kablamo doesn't consume it. Proper tools. Gremlin dance 2. And then I'm just looking out for the bar. The Pendeb obviously isn't going to be easy to trigger from there, but we've left it on a pretty good point anyhow. Presto, again whiz. Somehow I feel like I don't need it that much. Oh dear. Can we kill on turn 1 here? This is like the opening hand. Bubble. Bubble. Toil and trouble. That is already 3 cards into the second Valet. Gremlin dances to all enemies. Flip out is definitely... Something goes out now. Glimmer, pop some wards out there. Definitely drop the infinite block. 8 cards this turn, eh? Another card out of hand, and then second volley, and just keep attacking until the enemy has taken enough damage. Are you sorry yet? Are you sorry yet? I can't turn that down. Okay. Who wants to stand in front for this one? I'm gonna have to think through these whole turns. It's the enemy's front. So that's evoking. Wait, but you're evoking that times 2 this turn? How are you evoking that by 2 this turn? That means this is the one that's popping off. And then this is being doubled, and then this is being doubled. Multicast being cast for 2. Yeah, to the 2 evoke. Okay, so that's popping off for 11. This is going to be 30, and then there's 6. So 47 incoming damage this turn. In 4 different instances. That's a lot. What's left in the draw pile? Secret Technique can literally only fish for a defend right now. Wow. Weakening the enemy isn't going to help here. Shield Gremlin. Shadow Shift. Can't really do much about that. Player weak. The enemy has 3 or more weak player block. Okay, I can try and weaken you, but it's not really going to do anything. Let me get the pinprick out though. Oh, it was actually worst case scenario. We're exactly 1 defend off. 1 block off, in fact, from that kill. My bad. Let's bang for approximately 100 damage. And then see where that... Oh, okay. Gets us was going to be the end of that sentence. Unfortunately, it was a little difficult to end the sentence, what with the enemy dead. So, as I see it, this is a sequencing character. Get the most out of your turns. You are quite powerful. However, you lose characters to attacks that make their way through. So it's high risk, high reward kind of situation is how I'm initially reading this. Bubble, bubble, secret trouble. Enemy is attacking this turn, so the proper tools is going to give us defense. And that's fine, I've already fully defended, so it's time to flip out. And then, ideally, I do want as much defenses you'd like to give us. With regards to shield Gremlin, I should have done that earlier. Fury. Costs 1 less for every 2 strength you have. Nice. Okay, let's Irksome Blow. Glitter Guard, getting that in front. Ward. Another Fury, man. Love to play it. Ward. If you can block the target enemy loses, okay. Yeah. Give him some Fury. Guess I'll get the Mad Gremlin back out front here. Just for the temporary strength for this turn, in case we get back to a Fury or play another Fury of some kind, somehow. Gremlin Dance for the draw. Okay, we found second volley, but how do I get enough cards out of hand to actually cast second volley without being sad? That's a trick question. It's not possible. Except for the fact that we just did it. Alright. That'll be a kill next turn. We'll have episodes without Dead Branch coming up soon, do not worry.
Oh, start with a point of strength, eh?
Yes, and then I'm taking the strength potion as well. We're going in with all strength. Yeah, sure, flip out, I guess. Let's see how we go in this fight. Probably going to try and save all of my resources for the final. Okay, we can Bauble Barrier, pull out the Flex. Guarantee that I get to keep the right stuff there. I'm not ready to finish defending and flip out yet. Broken Shin. Apply Agony for each 4 stacks of weak the target has.
Not really how we do.
That exhausts as well, so we'll just give us a different card. Let's flip out. I think I'm actually going to use Gremlin Dance. Draw further into the deck. There's Bewildered. I'll get rid of Bewildered. You gotta get rid of the Bewildered there. Infinite Block. I'll take it. And finally, we'll get that Pin Needle out. I was trying to draw into Haunted and then have the Haunted kill the curses that were in my hand. Dang. 2 Echoes of Card. Honestly, I'm probably okay with that. Burning from Ethereality. I think I'd leave that as is. My next hand is already extremely populous. Do I get my, the bang first? I do. Good. Proper tools there too. 20 damage to all enemy 2 times. Nice. Okay. Get a giant multi-hit on you. Don't have any weaken on you, but I also probably don't really need to put any weaken on you. To be honest. Can I prevent 1 more damage from the enemy? The answer is like a guaranteed yes. 1 for each stack of whiz I have. Not that many. Uh-oh. Ha! Wait, no. Enemy is still exact damage with us. Perfect. planned and counted despite evidence to the contrary. I mean, this is just a game of throw those at the enemy until they are deceased about it. 6 temporary strength, eh? I like it. One more shiv. Target down. Guess we will play target wounds. Not too many great reasons not to there. The Sneaky Gremlin's extra damage doesn't scale super well. It scales by the cards you play. It's just the damage itself doesn't scale super well. Which is to say, I think I can swap away from it pretty happily. We have 2 whiz there. Sure. That's our 3rd whiz. 4th. Wait. Whiz is ready to fire. Consumes all stacks of whiz and deals 10 additional damage. Okay, so if I have I'm just checking, just in case. Yeah, I have 6 stacks of whiz, but it still doesn't do 20 damage or anything like that. Okay, so we just want to get it to 3, and then we want to spend it as quickly as we possibly can. Oh, you are kidding me. I had the ability to steal your artifact and I didn't do it. What? I'm intangible this turn, so all of these numbers are incorrect. It's actually 0. Well, it's 1 per, but it will ultimately be 0. On call. Sure. 5 temporary HP in the fat gremlin out front. Constantly weaken the enemy again. I think it's not necessarily super useful. But at the same rate, like I can stack a bunch of it on the enemy at least. Makeshift armor here is the artifact growth. You can do that, especially with second volley in hand. Hit him. Do I need to change my leader? No. Still not great for that old fat gremlin, but don't think we need to change anything for it. Fragment, oof. We're not really getting attacked either. Guess I'm going to change the Gremlin Wizard then. That doesn't consume Whiz. We have a bunch of Whiz. Just making sure there's nothing I need to do there before I just throw a sleeve of aces at him. Would it be Kablamo, then sleeve of aces. Leaves ourselves with the pen nib available for the next combat. An artifact potion for even more strength. Obviously the strength potion for even more strength at the very start as well. Unbridled Rage. The end of round of Neo is below 50% of HP. She gains 6 strength, can only trigger once per combat. She also heals for HP of any unblocked damage and gains 2 strength for every rare card I played. I can try and avoid playing rare cards, I guess.
should go out front here.
Let's get a bunch of weaken on you, I feel. He loses 2 strength this turn. Can't make that permanent anyway. Convert your block into temporary HP with the edible armor. Okay, so now I just want to try and get as much as much armor as I possibly can here. 4 left, so go tools, strike, strike, strike. God, did that erupt. I'm gonna use that artifact. Gain that strength permanently. 7 attacks for an artifact. Fine. Play that one too. You got me, game. I'll use the potion. Because I really do just want to get a edible armor out as well. Let's do 114 damage before I do it, though. Yes, you may do that all you would like, friend. See me shimmy and shake. Reduce the cost of all cards in... all attacks in hand 0 this turn. Well, all of my attacks already cost 0, which makes that a little difficult, you see. They no longer cost all 0. So that would have been super lethal if they allowed us to do it. Draw 4 cards. Discard all cards drawn this way that are not attacks. Swap to Sneaky Gremlin. Wow, that actually allowed us to defend 2 more times even. If you're wondering why I'm still launching out so many attacks, it's for the artifact. Still gaining that the whole time. Heckle. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, gain 2 temporary HP. Took a Gremlin toss in here as well. And a Gremlin dance for the draw. Let's go Gremlin dance for the draw first, if nothing else, at least. And then I'm going to kill the enemy. Okay. Wait. Oh. I was wondering if there was going to be end screen art for it. Ascension unlocked. First run with the Gremlins, we have succeeded. We've beaten the corrupt heart. We've beaten Meow and gotten as close as we possibly can to the next upgrade. Past that point, enthusiasm. Whenever you swap, draw a card. Party stick, unplayable at the start. However, whenever you swap while it's in your hand, gain an energy, and then conga line at the start of your turn, gain an energy and swap to the next Gremlin. I do like the idea of trying to get a bunch of value out of swapping to Gremlins specifically. Like, especially at the start of the game, I felt like I was using Gremlins more specifically, and then later on, it was just like, yeah, put out whichever Gremlin. I'm going to kill them with my infinite attacks. So we'll get to use a little bit more of that swapping flavor in the next episode. But for the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Downfall, specifically Slay the Spire Downfall. You know, the modded expansion, the one that we've done a lot of. This is a continuation of the series of. Yeah, that one. You can find all the links you're looking for at the top of the description down below. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. And hopefully we'll see you next time. Oh, that's not the end, boss.